After you, Tim.
Oh, thank
After
you. Yeah,
sir.
so, Ian, great. Thanks for your time. As we say, big turnout for you. Obviously, you've had time to reflect on what's happened, not just in the Test match, but all tour really for England's batsmen. I mean, how do you put it all into perspective now as you look ahead to the last game?
Oh, look, it's been really tough, and I think we all expected a big challenge. I thought, you know, credit to Pakistan's spinners, they bowled exceptionally well, and we all knew there was a big challenge for us. But you know, that's gone now. The series is, you know, it's been lost, and you know, we've got a really important last game, and I think for all of us now, we'll be focused on having 3 good training days and then getting it right in the last Test match, which, you know, for all of us, you know, so proud to play for our country, so it's an important Test match as any.
Your form's just almost coincided with how well England have done over the last couple of years. As a batter, as a professional sportsman doing your job, how much of a disappointment has it been for you that you haven't really cracked it out here in this tour?
Yeah, it's been disappointing, but also that comes with cricket. You know, you have good times, you have bad times. I think, you know, credit to the way Pakistan have bowled. We know over here, and especially in the subcontinent, the hardest part is starting your innings. Generally things get a little bit easier the longer you're there, and unfortunately I've got some balls early in my innings that have got me out. So, you know, I'm desperate as ever to get some big runs in this last Test, and like I said, we'll all be preparing and training as hard as possible to make sure we get it right in the third.
Yeah, and related to that, I mean, you want to analyse your game so much these days. Are you able to put your finger on exactly what you think's gone wrong at the moment?
Well, I think when you're playing quality spin, you know, it's important to stay there for a period of time, and wickets can sort of tumble quite quickly, and you can, like I said, you can lose 2 or 3 wickets in periods, and then it will go quite flat and quite look like it's all pretty comfortable. And I think that's what we've been caught into. I think we found it particularly hard to start our innings, but the guys who have got in and got past that first 25 balls, first 30 balls, all of a sudden things just become that little bit easier. And I think, you know, unfortunately, not enough of us in this series have got past that first 20, 25 deliveries.
Ian, could I just ask, do you think England's batsmen collectively have a sort of a mental issue, a mental kind of block when it comes to facing spin bowling in these kind of conditions?
I'm not too sure about that. I think, you know, we're always searching to get better. I think we've played some really good cricket all around the world. The last bit of the jigsaw is playing well in the subcontinent. So yeah, we're working as hard as ever. I mean, we are looking at areas that we can improve mentally and physically and technically. There's no doubt. But yeah, I mean, I think we're all hungry enough. We've all scored runs in the subcontinent as well. It's not just always been negative stuff. So look, it's a big challenge, and we knew that when we came out here, and we're looking forward to putting on a performance in the last Test match.
Now, this next question is not related to you specifically, so don't hit me. But the English batting lineup has been very solid for a number of years. When people see a couple of failures, as there have been in this series, I think automatically some people's minds say, well, maybe it's somebody else's turn to have a turn. You know, maybe there should be some movement within that batting order. I mean, you can accept where that kind of comment comes from, can't you?
Look, I think you can accept at this level, when you're playing for your country, you have to score runs consistently all the time. And I think this batting unit has done that for 2 years. We've had 2 bad Test matches. You know, that's the realism of it. And of course, people are going to be asking questions. Yeah, and you expect that. We've all been there before. We've all been in good form. We've all been out of form. And this is an opportunity now. We just need to stay together as a unit and work hard. And with this England team, we always work very hard, and we're always looking to get better. And that's something, I think, and a great time really for us to learn that, you know, we got to #1 in the world, but there's so much more to improve and do as individuals as well as a team. So, you know, we're looking forward to improving and getting better, because you just can't stand still in this game.
You always said that, Ian, you know, sort of succeeding out here was going to be a challenge, and, you know, staying #1 is going to be a challenge. As you look ahead now to Sri Lanka, India at the end of the year, has this been the real, well, that wake-up call is a phrase that's being used about the challenges that do lie ahead to succeed?
Yeah, definitely. I think you look at English cricket history, we've never really played great cricket in the subcontinent. So, like I said, we've started to play really good cricket everywhere else in the world, and this is this last little bit and hurdle we need to get over. We all know that. We're honest enough. We've sat down. We've all had a chat. You know, and it's about the here and now. Just looking at the next Test match, trying to put in a really good performance there. But there's a lot of cricket in the subcontinent coming up, and if we want to stay at #1 in the world, then we're going to have to improve and get some runs, because, you know, our bowlers have been fantastic out here. You know, taking 20 wickets. So it's up to the batting unit now to try and give them some support.
And fair to say, you've had a great 2 years with the bat, Ian. The whole top 6 has. Is that confidence still there despite these recent setbacks, that you can fall back on those performances and put one in Dubai?
Yeah, definitely. You know, you don't turn a bad player overnight. You know, as the whole batting unit as well. So, you know, I think credit has to go to Pakistan. I think they've bowled well. You know, Ajmal in particular and Rahman. You know, it's all been, you know, very hard. They've made it hard for us, which is, again, credit to them. But yeah, it's important that we don't lose that confidence. We still play an aggressive, attacking form of the game, but the importance is getting out there, you know, getting past those first 20, 25 deliveries so that you can settle. But credit to them that every time a new batter's come in, they've really put the ball in good areas, asked good questions, and attacked very well.
Ian, previous touring teams have often complained about the pitches because we've had a lot of draws, especially in Abu Dhabi. Obviously, this tour it's been the complete opposite, but have you been happy with the pitch conditions in both cities?
100%. I think the pitches have been fantastic for Test cricket. I think you know, that's what you want. You don't want to see 600 play 600. You want to have good, exciting Test match cricket. We've got no complaints about the pitches at all. I think they've been absolutely fantastic.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your time.
No problem, anytime.
Can I give us one more question?
Yeah, of course.
It's in-house video corporate time. Today we've heard that Sky are going to continue, you know, obviously with the TV deal for another few years. Just to get your reaction to that and your own feelings on Sky's coverage of cricket.
That's brilliant. I mean, it's just what we need. It's going to really help us, I guess, going forward now in the game. So, yeah, it was great news to hear that has been extended now. So, you know, it's good news for cricket.
I know I owe you a DVD still as we talk, but is it something that players, I mean, you know, you look at the coverage, you take notes of it, is it good that you had that access to the coverage that's, you know, it's pretty full on really, isn't it, on the sports channels?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's what you want. We can watch cricket, you know, all around the world, so it's perfect. Certainly when you're coming on, you know, play against Sri Lanka, like say, you know, coming up now, then if we can keep an eye on what they're doing in other parts of the world, that's great for us as well.
Ian, thanks for doing that.
No worries.
Thanks a lot, mate.
No worries.
Well done, mate.
No worries.
Good stuff.